Hello, hello, hello. It's always great to be back. We are still excited. It's still the new year. We're still, finding ourselves and looking at our goals, our dreams, and just excited to be in this new year. I hope you feel like I'm feeling right now. And you're excited to be here and to hear what I have to say today. I'm back. It's great to be back. Welcome back to those who are coming back from holidays. I hope you're well rested and that you've had time to, just to visit your thoughts and spend time with yourself and learn new things about yourself and have different goals and dreams where you know that you will be able to achieve this year and you will be able to push yourself more this year. So today I'm back, I'm here. I welcome you guys. I greet you all, and I'm just excited to be back. And today we want to talk about, we need to stop making excuses. We need to stop making excuses. That is today's topic. Stop making excuses. Because I've realized that so many times we don't get to do things because of the excuses we make. I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. I'm not in the right place. I'm not with the right people. I don't have the right job. I don't have the right resources. And I don't have the right name. I don't have the right background, the right qualifications. I don't know much. That's why I'm not going to do this. Child of God, this is a new year. Please stop making those excuses and go out there and try. Stop making those excuses and come out of your box, come out of your shell and challenge yourself, challenge your skills, challenge how far you can go. Because really, we'll never know how far we can go unless we try and we start moving from where we are now. Then the minute we start moving, we start trying, we start making changes, and we start researching, finding out the things we need to find out, getting rid of certain things, getting rid of certain character, a certain character that we may have that has a potential to hinder our progress in life. So these are the things we need to look at for us to stop making excuses and to start moving in the right direction. That's what I'm here to talk about today. But for us to stop making excuses, I feel like we need to first look at ourselves. We need to look at how we deal with things, how we deal with people, and how we lack self-confidence and how we make excuses for our certain behaviors that we should not have. We need to first start there because let me tell you, you can point your fingers all you like, but if you are the problem, you're going to experience the same problem over and over again. People are going to have the same problem with you over and over again. You're going to lose certain things and certain people the same way because of this thing that you're not dealing with. So it's time to stop avoiding certain things, to stop avoiding certain things and be honest with ourselves. What are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? It's always exciting to hear what we're doing right. But the minute we have to look at what we're doing wrong, we shy away from those kinds of things because we don't want to hear that about ourselves. We don't want to deal with those things. It's not good hearing about those things, but guess what? You have to deal with them. For you to be a better person, for you to bring good spirit, good energy when you're around people, for you to grow and for you to mature, for you to move, for you to acquire certain things, for you to be promoted, for you to achieve certain things. There's certain things about your character that must change. There's certain things about your behavior that must change. And when you start dealing with these things, let me tell you something. You will understand why you will not then welcome those things from outsiders. Because if you've dealt with them, you will not need them. in your life. If you've dealt with them, you will understand how toxic they are, how dangerous they are, how frustrating it is to have these kinds of things. So you won't welcome them and allow them in your space because you've done so much work trying to build a better person, trying to be a better person. It starts with us. Growth starts with us. Change starts with us. For us to go out there and become better people who can get the good jobs that other people are getting, the promotions that other people are getting, the friends that other people have, and the friendships that other people have. It starts with you looking inside and saying, who am I? What can I change about my behavior, my character? What is it about my character that is not good? I've heard so many times, or more than once or twice, that it is not good. So why do I still do these things? Why do I need to continue doing these things if I've been told and I know that they are not good? Once we do this soul searching and cleaning, spring cleaning inside of us, inside of our hearts, inside of our minds, then these behaviors, they go one by one, because we are now getting rid of them. We are now dealing with them. We are addressing them. Because why? The goal is to become a better person. The goal is to grow. The goal is to make changes in this world and be that change that is so desperately needed in this world. It starts with us. Now, once you're able to do that, number one, you start with yourself, like we said. Look at the character, look at the behavior, look at the mistakes you've made because of your behavior and your character. So when you stop avoiding dealing with these things, you will one by one take notice of this and make sure that it goes away. It does not stay in you any longer. And when you stop avoiding talking about these things with yourself, so that you are honest with yourself first, before you can go and be honest with other people, you need to be honest with yourself. And you need to find these things yourself, because you've heard people speak so many times, you've experienced so many things, you've had issues so many times. Now you should have an idea of what is it that you should be dealing with, and what is it that you should be getting rid of in your life. Once you do this, you are on your way to getting better. You are on your way to growing and maturing. You are on your way to being transformed and becoming a better person who can now have meaningful relationships, meaningful friendships, meaningful, everything around you, because you no longer bring negativity, you now bring positivity. You're no longer negative and discouraging other people, or breaking and destroying them, or gossiping about them. You are now the person who says, hang on, I'm not going to allow that in my space. I'm not going to entertain that, because I'm not here to talk about people. I'm not here to, break people. I'm not here to be mean. I'm here to be, a good person. Once you do that, the first thing you do that, you realize that. And before you need to accept these things, before you can look at them like that, you need to look at them and accept that I know I have this problem. I know that things have not been going right because of this problem and this character, this kind of behavior. And accepting and then starting to work on those things, now you are on the right track. You need to have self-love, self-respect. Once you have self-love, self-respect, there are certain things you would not allow yourself to say. There are certain things you will not allow yourself to do. There are certain things you will not allow in your space. There are certain people you will not allow in your space. You love yourself too much to allow those people in your life. You love yourself too much to allow certain behaviors in your life. You love yourself too much to allow someone to belittle you. You love yourself too much to allow yourself to be limited and not grow and discover new things about yourself. Because of the love you have, you want to go out and experience those things that are out there that are waiting for you to experience. You don't allowing anything to keep you in one spot, limiting you. That's because you love yourself. That's because you have self awareness of who you are, what you deserve, what your value is. Self love, I believe, child of God, starts from understanding your self worth. You are valuable. Once you get that there's so much value placed on you. You know, you're worth so much for certain things to just come and destroy that. And when, especially when you've worked hard trying to build the person that you understand your value, and don't allow then any negativity around you to come and destroy what you've built so hard. And self love will not allow you to do that. Self respect. When you respect yourself, you don't want anything to come and interfere with your peace, with your peace. You don't want anything to interfere with that. You respect yourself too much to allow that in your life. When you respect yourself because of the love that you have for yourself, then it will be difficult for other people to come and easily break that and easily destroy that, because you would have made it clear by how you carry yourself, by how you do things, by how you speak, by how you understand your value and how you communicate this. You communicate this. I don't want this. I'm not worth this. I'm worth more than this. I don't deserve this. I deserve more than this. Now, before you can communicate it so well, it's something that you have to say to yourself over and over again. I'm worth this. I'm not worth that. I deserve this. I don't deserve that. I love myself and I can achieve other things. I can be loved and I can love. I can be respected and I respect. You know, it starts with you saying these things, and the more you see them, the more they sit in, the more they register in you. And I'm telling you, before you say it, it will show when you move. It will show when you speak, and people will be careful around you. Not in a negative way, but in a good way. Some will even learn from that, because it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to see every good thing people want it for themselves. But now tell me, when it's negative, they see. No one wants that. And you know what people normally do? They run away from everything that's negative, everything that's toxic, everything that has a potential to destroy them. So you don't want that. That's why it's important then to work in yourself and get to these things that are not supposed to be there out of your life. Get rid of them and come out and step out of your comfort zone. If you expect change and you expect to see changes coming and happening in your life, come out and step out of your comfort zone. Don't allow anyone to come to limit you or anything to limit you. Stop making excuses for your behavior. Stop making excuses for your character. Stop making excuses for the wrong things in life. And stop making excuses for other people. When you have self love and self respect, and you've managed to introspect and accept the negative things about you and have changed them and started working on them, only then you can start moving around and looking who's doing what in my life, what's worth keeping, what's not worth keeping. Because if you keep the negativity, what you're trying to do, it's not going to work in yourself, because you're keeping what you're trying to get rid of. Now, you're trying to get rid of, when you're alone, it comes back from the other person. And whatever you try to get rid of in the morning, in the afternoon, if you are with those people, it comes back. So you'll be wasting your time and you will be doing the same thing over and over again, and you will not see any results. So if you want to see change in your life, you need to stop making excuses. You need to start doing and communicate these things with other people around you. And we're talking about people who come and destroy you, or who want to destroy you, who want to discourage you, people who want to limit you, people who want to tear you apart, people who want to gossip about you, people who want to disrespect you, people who want to interfere with your peace. These are the people you must stop making excuses for. Don't make excuses for someone who will not respect you. Don't make excuses for someone who will not give you what you deserve, intentionally hurting you. Don't make excuses for someone who keeps on hurting you over and over again. Don't make excuses for people who are not willing to change and who are not willing to try. Don't make excuses for them. You're too good to stick around people like that who will keep you frustrated in one place, crying and crying about the same thing over and over again and not making any progress in life. So don't make excuses for them. If people are not interested to change, people are not interested to be better, people are not interested to learn how to treat you better and how to appreciate you, maybe they're not worth being in your life. They should not be in your life. They're not worth keeping. Why waste your time and keep people like that? It's time we look at ourselves. It's time we look at the relationships we have. It's time to look at the friends we have around us, even family members who come and destroy us, who come and limit us, who come and there are people who will discourage you instead of supporting you. Who's supporting you and who's not supporting you? Who's loving you and who's not loving you? And who keeps on apologizing over and over again about the same thing? Remember what the word says, that, out there, I've heard so many times, that the definition of insanity, it's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If you allow it over and over again, it's not going to change. You are going to keep on crying. You're going to stay miserable. You're going to be depressed. You are going to be frustrated. You're going to hurt. You are going to have so much pain because of what you are allowing and what you're making excuses for and who you're making excuses for. So it's time to look at our lives. Who is that person, or who are those people that are going out of their way to destroy us, cause us harm, to cause us pain? Who are those people who are not afraid to keep on asking for forgiveness? I'm sorry all the time. Who are those people who are not maturing, who are not, who are not trying to change, who are not supporting us, who are not building us, who are not building us? Whoever is not building you is destroying you. Whoever is not celebrating with you and supporting you, then maybe they're against you. We make so many excuses for people who laugh at us, people who mock us, people who limit us and who tell us certain things are not for us. We make excuses for those people. And that is why we end up not moving. We end up not changing. We end up not growing. It's the excuses we've been making for people who don't deserve to be in our lives. So don't make excuses about your behavior. Don't make excuses about other people's behaviors. If people don't love you the way you deserve to be loved, then they do not love you. Then you deserve better. Maybe they should not be in your life. If people do not support you, what they do only is to belittle you and question your ambitions and question your vision. Maybe they should not be in your life. If people look at your dreams and they doubt you and they start laughing and mock you, then you don't need that in your life. If people make the same mistakes over and over again and they come and apologize, then you don't need that. Until when are you going to forgive and keep on forgiving and keep on hurting and keep on crying? Until when are you willing to continue doing that? Maybe that's the reason. That's the question you should be asking yourself. How long are you going to keep up with this hurt? How long are you going to keep up with this pain? How long are you going to stay miserable? How long are you going to sit in that not so good environment? What is the reason to stay if you keep on crying? So we need to look at these things so that we can live better lives. We can be surrounded by people who love us. We can even love ourselves and challenge ourselves and go out and do things we never thought we could do, without negativity, without toxic people and toxic things. We need to start doing things the right way. It's the new year. If you've done this the wrong way last year, the previous years, you've been in this one place where you're complaining about the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's time you've received a wake-up call. Maybe this is your wake-up call. Maybe it is time for you to wake up now and realize that things are not changing. Things are not getting any better. Things are not getting any easy. So it's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to let go and move on. It's time for you to let go of certain people, certain things, and make space for new things and new people in your life. People who will support you, people who will love you, people who will appreciate you, people who will not devalue you, people who will not undermine you, but people who will want to see you becoming a better person. People who will come and be your cheerleaders, your people who will cheer you as you try out things. That's what you need. So as we end, you may have been making excuses why you cannot start that business, why you cannot let go of your partner, why you cannot start a new place and move to a new place, or be surrounded by different people, new friends, why you need to stay in that job. Why are you making all these excuses? That business idea, you've had it for a very long time. It's not going to make itself. It's not going to start itself. It's time to stop making excuses and come out of your shell and let skills you never thought you have be uncovered so that you become a better person and grow. It's time to mature. It's time to invite positivity in your life, in your space. And it's time to speak a different language. It's time to do things differently, to move differently. It's time to let the light shine wherever you go and not backbite people and tear people apart. It's time to stop making excuses. You can think of so many things that you've been making excuses for, or so many people you've been making excuses for. They don't deserve you. If they can't see how valuable you are, how loving you are, how much you've been trying, maybe it's time you let them go and let things go and let the people who value you into your life so that you can flourish and become the best version of your life, of yourself, wherever you go and everything that you do. Child of God, as I end, I want to say self-love, self-respect is very important. Don't disappoint yourself by making the same mistakes over and over again because of the excuses you've been making. Don't keep yourself in one place because of the excuses you've been making. It's time to arise and shine. It's time to grow. It's time to mature. It's time to move to the next level. It's time to try new things. It's time to challenge yourself. It's time to discover new things about yourself. And as you do this, you will be proud. And I'm telling you, you will even do greater things, because once you start, you will never stop. The minute you see that, ow, it's possible, I can do this, you will keep going and the sky will be the limit for you. I want and I pray for all of this for each and every one of you. Let's get rid of negativity, toxic things and toxic people and all these things that are working against us instead of working for us. Let's clean up so that we become better people and achieve great things in this life and make ourselves proud. Now, it's exciting to be proud and see changes in our lives. Sometimes what's standing in the way, it's the excuses you've been making. Stop making them. They're not getting you anywhere. Stop making those excuses. You deserve better. Love yourself, respect yourself, and invite only what you deserve and what needs to be in your life. And do what you need to be doing, not what you should not be doing. And forgiveness does not mean that you keep the people around you. You can forgive. It's important to forgive. But it does not mean that you forgive and you keep letting the person come and destroy you and beat you up and hurt you and undermine you. It's not like that. Forgive and let peace come into your life. But You must understand when it is time to let go. As much as you've forgiven, it's time to clean up and it's time to be free from hurt and pain and negativity so that you're able to move on and live a good life and invite the right people into your space and opportunities that are meaningless that are waiting for you to discover out there. Stop working on meaningless relationships, but work on meaningful relationships and meaningful things that have potential to build you and not destroy you. This is all I've heard to say today. Stop making excuses. Let's stop making excuses and, challenge ourselves to do better and not allow anyone to undermine us so that we can be excited and achieve so much in this world. I love you. I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye.